Amazon ran a tremendous sale on the Victorinox Spirit MX Clip around Christmas time. I actually picked one up. I just got this like a couple days ago because we've been getting some storms in this area and Amazon is way behind. So I have carried this today to work, I think for the first time today, and then I carried it yesterday. This will be more of a first impressions. Now I have a Victorinox Spirit, but it's the old one, and probably later in the video I'll bring that out. But I've noticed some big differences in this one. Now, first of all, let's talk about price. Where are we at in price? In price, this is $150. Again, I got it for around $100. Huge discount. At $100, it definitely has to be one of the best deals out there. $150, it's still really good. This is definitely probably one of the best made multi-tools that you can get, probably one of the top 5 out there, I would have to say, in 2025. So let's jump into some of its features. Now, on my somewhat inaccurate scale, this comes in at 7.6 ounces, or it comes in at 216 grams. This is a very lightweight multi-tool. Keep in mind that the Leatherman Wave is about an ounce more. This is your 4-inch frame size, more like the Free Series, just a tad bit over 4 inches, but it comes in at a great size and a great weight. The lightweight makes it definitely, that's one of its huge selling points. Now, the MX Clip, one of the special things about this is that we have a pocket clip right here. Now you can put a pocket clip on the older models, but it's nice that this one already comes with it. Now this is definitely not spring loaded. Keep in mind that this is a very old frame, I guess you could say. They keep updating it a little bit at a time, but this is from back in, I think it's like the 90s. So the Victorinox Swiss tool actually came out in 1997, but the Spirit first came out in 2004. So I wasn't too far off, but just so you know, this is basically very old technology that they have kept making better a little bit at a time. This is an older Spirit, but it doesn't look that much different than the brand new Victorinox Spirit of today. Now, we have the outside. Again, these are all very pocketable, very lightweight, and very thin. Let's go ahead and look at one of the most important features that the Spirit has done. They have made a one-hand opening knife blade. So that is something that has drastically changed in the past, a year and a half, however long this has been out. It's taken me a little while to get this, but this is a very nice tool. Now, one of the things I noticed first off, actually, right away, was that these tools are a lot easier to get out than my ancient older tools. Now, I can get these tools out, but they are very tightly in there. I can already tell, wow, this is, yeah, it's taken a lot, almost breaking a fingernail getting these out. On this side, let's see, can I get this one out? I think I can. Yeah, they're really tight in there. All right, let's look at this one. So this comes out, these come up so much easier. Now that is a huge improvement. I don't know if mine was just over tightened to begin with, if over time junk and grime has gotten into the pivots or what, but this right here is so much easier to use, and I think that is definitely a huge deal. On this side, we've got the knife. We have, there's the can opener, Phillips screwdriver, the small driver, and the scissors. Let's go ahead and take a look at these scissors. Now, Victorinox is known for their scissors, but I want to, test them out nevertheless. Now, I think, there we go. This is a little different. Maybe you are supposed to use it this way. I'm not used to how these scissors are, so I guess you do use them this way, But my, that is really weird. They don't open very wide. They work great if you get them in there, but they are not very wide opening scissors. So if you can get the material into the jaws, they work great, but that is a very different looking scissor jaw right there. Wow, that's different. Now, they have changed, let's see, have they? A little bit. No, I guess they look fairly similar. But I don't really use my Spirit that much. I'm always testing out multi-tools that aren't as good, to be honest. But yeah. All right, so good set of scissors. These all lock right here. Then they fold up. Now let's look at the other side. Pull these out here. And what a joy it is just to easily deploy these. This is the first Victorinox that I have been able to easily deploy. Even my older Swiss tool it's pretty grumpy about getting the tools out. You're almost, breaking fingernails and such. I'm going to defer to the instructions right here because I'm not extremely familiar with Swiss tool and all that they offer on the Spirit and the Swiss tool. So with the file, they say the metal file, saw with metal file, rough and fine sided. Then on the next one, this awl, it has a pulling hook right here at the bottom. That is, I wasn't quite sure. I wanted to make sure I got that right. And this right here, I thought this was the wire bender. Let's see, number 10 is the wire bender. Then we have the bottle cap lifter. The top is the larger screwdriver. Now on the next one, this has a lot going on right here with all these wire strippers. So 22 and 21, they say cable, cover, crossways cutter, and then a wire stripper. So let's see, 21 is, this large one is supposed to be the cable cover, crossways cutter, and then the small one's the wire stripper. Then at the top, this is your chisel, I would assume. Yes, chisel, 7mm, and scraper, I guess, on the side right there. Then we do have the wood saw right here as well. Now that is a huge improvement over buying used. A lot of times I don't notice, if anything, with Leatherman, it's the opposite. The tools get smoother the more they're used. With Victorinox, at least with this one, they come out of the factory great. And then the used one I had was really hard to use the internal tools. So I am pretty enthused about this one right here. A lot of options. Now, the big question, I guess, will be eventually, at least, is this better than the Leatherman Arc, the Leatherman Wave, the Leatherman Charge? And the honest answer is I don't know. I haven't really carried this with me much, so I plan to carry this with me for the next month. I'm going to take this to work. I have a ratchet with, I'm going to carry some bits with me. This does not have a bit driver. I'll have to see if this Phillips driver, if you can use any adapter I have with it. So I pulled out my drawer of adapters. I have a whole bunch of adapters from all kinds of tools. I did find that the normal generic 1/4-inch bit adapter that comes with almost every multi-tool out there with a bit kit, it does work on the Phillips driver. You can use that. There's some wobble and play with that. With the Leatherman 1/4-inch adapter, there's also some wobble. Then if you turn it this way, I feel like it gets a little bit sturdier, so I think that might be an option. I may carry this adapter with me, and then that would make life a lot easier to use this, but I probably would first just use the implements and see if I can get by without the adapter. But that's good to know that I can carry this adapter with me if I need to. I haven't talked a huge amount about this pocket clip. I did mention that it's pretty nice, but it does sit very well in the pocket, and this tool is very lightweight. Now, when we look at the plier head, these are not spring-loaded, so for some people that will be disappointing, but you have the wire cutters. These are unique wire cutters right here. They have that's different. I don't know if I've noticed, I guess that's just your hard and soft wire cutters, but you almost have like a couple different notches there. Looks a little different than Leatherman, to be sure. Right here, really nice. Now, one of the things, I guess the only negative on this is I noticed right out of the package, my pliers, they seem to have a little bit of wobble in them at the end. It doesn't show here maybe extremely, but there you go. You can see it a little bit more. I was a little surprised because Victorinox just makes such really good quality stuff, but otherwise that's the only, I guess, complaint I have of the tool at the moment. Now, it doesn't come with a sheath. It just came with the tool by itself. I will keep you updated. We'll be doing some more comparisons with this compared to other tools. In the past, again, I've just had the older Victorinox Spirit, so it wasn't a really good comparison because a couple things have changed. Again, we've got the knife blade that's a lot better, and then to deploy, and then we do have the tools that open up a lot better, the pocket clip as well that you don't have to buy, but it comes standard in this version. Really cool.